Hello and welcome. Today we're working on how to calculate IRR, or internal rate of return, in Excel. It's really the best way to do it in Excel, so let's get started. There's two formulas, so we're going to show you both and why one is preferred. So the simple example we have here, it relates to the problem, the video we did before, where we have just a simple explanation of what IRR is. And it's linked below where you can see it if you want to understand, what is IRR and how does it relate to net present value, or NPV. So here's the information we need. We spent $1,000 and we expect to get $300 every year. So the basic formula is IRR. So I always use the FX. I pull up the formula builder and I can search for IRR. So IRR only requires two arguments. And really we only need one. We just need to know the dollar amounts, the values. And then the guess, we need to guess a percentage rate, which as a decimal form would be 0.1 or something like that for 10%. Excel will guess 10%. If you look down here, it says Excel will guess 0.1 or 10% if it's omitted. So let's let Excel do it. So here our answer comes out to be 15.2 is our internal rate of return using the IRR function. Now let's do the second one using XIRR. So formula builder, I'm going to search for XIRR. It's the newer function. And so we need to know the values. We also need to know the dates, the actual dates, and then we can guess. It guesses 10%, so we'll let it do it. So 15.22, whatever. So as a percentage, let's make it 15.2. So these numbers are very close. The simple IRR uses the assumption that all the dates are equal. The X version uses the actual date. So some of those years have 366 days rather than 365. So slightly different at a decimal place difference. So not a big difference. So I would prefer to use the XIRR even on simple ones. Now, let me show you the difference if we did a complex problem. The complex problem has uneven cash flows, and then the dates happen at the end of June rather than the end of December. So it's not a full year the first year. And then you could have different dates. I just made it simple where it's always June 30th, but it could be March, it could be April, it could be October, or so on. So let's calculate the internal rate of return. Using the first function, IRR, all we need is the values, and then it'll guess 10% for us. So it came out to be something like 11.9%. Looks like 12%, really 11.9. What does the X version do? The X version will be the cash flows, and then the dates, and then it's going to guess for us. So 14.6 looks like. So this shows the difference between what the basic IRR function does versus the XIRR function. If you have different dates, then it makes a difference. Now, if the dates were the same, these would be equivalent, but we can't always assume that everything happens on an even end of the year schedule or even end of the year month. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.